What is the dumbest way people die every year? I worked EMS for a long time, and the one that always got was people accidentally killing themselves by using wood splitters in a closed garage. Bro, you wouldn't work with your car running in the garage, so why does it not occur to you the exhaust from the splitter is the exact same thing? Seems to be a big one, especially when the power goes out for days and people run generators inside or a BBQ. I live rural, power is really spotty here. I bought a diesel heater as a backup for winter. These things have a trough-the-wall exhaust and can run off of batteries, so I have a small 280W/200Ah solar system dedicated to run it. My neighbor liked the idea so much he went out and got one himself, asked me to check it out after install. He didn't run the exhaust through the wall because he decided to cheap out and not get the through-the-wall plate even though I said he needed it. Dude could have killed himself over a $23 part. At least he asked you to check his work. Did he get the part after you relentlessly berated him for his idiotic and almost fatal decision? I was sitting at Mom's one night, seen a fire truck pull up and them run into the neighbor's house. We went over to check on our neighbors, and the firefighters told us that the wood-burning appliance they had on made lethal amount of CO in the house. After talking with the neighbor, he said that his smoke detector went off, so he decided the batteries were low, so he changed them and it kept going off. Luckily his wife called the fire department because they would never have woken up when they went to bed. This thing meant to detect something that is otherwise undetectable by me is acting like it's detecting something. Must be a mistake, we'll ignore. I feel like a lot of people don't realize their detector is for smoke and CO, so they confirm there is no fire, and then ignore. My hairdresser Joe saved his neighbor's life. We had a bad storm come through and the power had been out for days. Joe had a generator but obviously ran it only when he and his wife were home. He came home from work one day, power had been restored to the salon in a neighboring town, and he heard a generator running at the neighbor's house, but didn't see the actual generator. He feared the neighbor had it running inside the house, unvented, and his fears were correct. He peeked in the cellar window and, sure enough, the generator was running in a closed basement. Joe ran to the front of the door and started banging on it, telling the people inside to get out. The owner comes to the door and is like, "WTF?" Joe was like, "Your house is filling with carbon monoxide, get out now. You can't run your generator in an enclosed area, it has to be outside or be vented." The neighbor looks at him in complete seriousness and says, "I have my basement window open," and walks him over to one of those teeny tiny windows usually seen in a subgrade basement. Joe just said, "Is anyone else in the house? I'm calling the fire department." FD came, measured the CO, which was at near lethal levels at that point, and ventilated the house. Thankfully, only the idiot neighbor was home, the rest of the family was at work. The FD politely and professionally ripped this guy a new one for his complete stupidity. Dumbass never even said thanks to Joe. On another thread, I have some conversations going. I'm not saying dumb, but uniformed. I'm a certified hazmat emergency responder and sit through days of classes every year. Don't mix ammonia and bleach. Both of these are common in cleaning chemicals. It's really easy to do while cleaning the bathroom and kills people way too often. Don't mix cleaning chemicals, and be especially careful in a small and an unventilated area like a bathroom. Actually, don't mix any cleaning chemicals together. Dilute using water if you want, but mixing isn't necessary. This will blow your mind, but the cleansers are already formulated for the task. Wowzers! Dude. An old roommate did this in 2018. I was in the living room when he came out from cleaning the bathroom. I was like, "Man, that cleaner smells strong." He then informed me that he had soaked our non-slip bath mat in all-purpose cleaner and bleach. "You have to dump that out right now, you've just made poisonous gas." Dude was all grumpy about it and kind of mad that I had told him what to do, saying it wasn't that big of a deal. No joke. Pretty sure he never grasped how dangerous it was. Good thing it was a small amount, and I was downstairs. It is very easy to combine these chemicals and it can result in death. I wish everyone knew about this. My takeaway from this is, don't have an old roommate. Got it. Being an idiot around train tracks. Always gotta remember the dude who, though he was being cool, standing too close to a train track and the conductor knocks him in the head with his boot. Priceless. In fairness, doing anything near them. Unless you are at a station, in which case don't go on the tracks, or crossing the line at an authorized point, in which case do it safely and quickly, then just stay away from train tracks. You have no need to be near them. Unless you want to get to the other side. Like, are you seriously expecting me to take a 3-hour detour to get to the nearest authorized point, which is just some concrete between the tracks and a warning sign? I open my ears, I look left, I look right, and I just go. Tragically, we just had a local teen get hit by one walking to school. My understanding was it was foggy, one train passed through and she went to cross the tracks not expecting the other one. I suspect she had earbuds and so she couldn't hear it. If the fog on the tracks was anything like it was on the roads, visibility was a few feet at best. Being crushed by vending machines. Vending machines are statistically more dangerous than sharks. Incomplete statistic. More people die due to vending machines than shark attacks each year. But of course, more people use vending machines each year than swim in shark-infested waters. That being said, the murderousness of sharks is very overplayed. It is an incomplete statistic, but has anyone studied how the sharks are getting the vending machines to kill? They tip them over. I'm reminded of, paraphrasing, cows kill more people than sharks. Note, this statistic would probably look quite different if we kept large numbers of sharks all clustered together and wandered into their enclosures on a regular basis. I grew up in rural Cornwall, UK in the 70s. Back in the day, we would be given a sandwich after breakfast and told to come back at dusk. This was my cousins, my little brother and me. We just roamed all day. One time this herd of cows came for us down a country lane. Just steadfastly walked towards us with a look in their eyes. We all legged it and piled over a big gate. Except my little brother, who just stood there sobbing as they grew near. I was terrified, literally shaking, but I got back over the big gate and got him over the gate. He's never thanked me. Please like and subscribe for more daily content. I publish new videos daily, otherwise please feel free to check out another video. Thanks for watching.